already know who it is. It's your boy, Ron Burgundy, Mr. Unapologetically Ignorant. You know the motto, if you're not a part of the solution, you're part of the problem. This ain't the fat mother effer to mess with ye.
I can't sing. I know, man. I just want to start off like I usually do. Brr? You already know who it is. It's your boy, Ron Burgundy, Mr. Unapologetically Ignorant. And you already know the motto. If you ain't part of the solution, you're part of the problem. This ain't the fat mother effer to mess with. Yeah, we ain't always going to see eye to eye. But as long as we all come together, we going to be all right. Just make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe, and share. Yeah, man. I'm here. You see the title. Who the F is Ron Burgundy? Who the F is Ron Burgundy? You guys know Ron Burgundy? You know Ron Burgundy? I know Ron Burgundy. You see what I'm saying? Look, man, I don't have a fascinating, freaky zeeky story for you. I don't have that. I have a regular story from you. I bumped my toe before. You know what I'm saying? I did bad before. You know what I'm saying? I did drugs before. I went to jail before. I actually had a job too. I take care of my family too. So when you say who the F is Ron Burgundy is somebody who has been through a lot and has an understanding of life, and he's tired. He's tired of people coming on the internet and polluting it with garbage. With garbage, man. Let's talk facts, man. We like I said in that video before, we were all once good kids, man. We just forgot our way, man. We're humans. All this superiority amongst your peers, homie, it's not gonna get you nowhere. All the great leaders and great revolutionary soldiers, if y'all want to talk about that, Che Guevara, Fidel Castro, these people, they conquered how they conquered because they had the people with them. You can't separate yourself from the people, homie. I'm just that guy you saw maybe hold the door for your mother because I have those type of manners. I'm that guy that probably will stop somebody from jumping on a lady or a female because I'm just that guy. I'm that type of person. If I see someone drop their wallet, I'm gonna give it to you. You see what I'm saying? But I was always that person, but I forgot who I was. At some points, I wasn't such an honorable person. And I'm not afraid to admit that and tell people, listen, man, I'm not here to perpetrate. I'm better than nobody, talk down. I'm talking from the bleachers. I'm trying to get everybody else to lift their voice up. This is why I want to do an interview with Freedom Born that was mentioned. I want to do an interview with a lot of other legends from Long Island from every generation. I'm not going to name names until I'm able to get authority to, but there's legends I'm talking to in the background right now that own trucking companies, own businesses. They get into the money. Real Long Island niggas, in the words of Ice from Backdropping TV, real Long Island constituents. That's what I'm going to call it, constituents. Long Island constituents are getting money. They done ran the streets. They did what they were supposed to do. See, you guys have this image that a street nigga is supposed to be a street nigga forever. Homie, you're not a street nigga. You a nigga that was in the streets. Stop taking that on. The streets are the streets. You're an individual. You see what I'm saying? You went in the streets and did what you did to do what you do. And when you use it right, you get what you're supposed to get. You get out and then do what you're supposed to really do. Some say it's taking a shortcut. Some say it's responding to circumstances. Call it what you may. It's not a permanent situation. You're not supposed to be 50 years old, 60 years old, talking about upholding rules and regulations for the streets. You were supposed to make that transition into real life, into men, into fathers, into uncles, into examples in your community of, hey man, look, this is what I did. You do this, you end up like that. If you do this, you can end up like this. You see what I'm saying? I really want to get back to the youth. I really want to, and not in the sense of, hey, do this. Look at me, homie. I did drugs. I committed crimes. I've been homeless. I've been broke. I've been rich. I've been punched in the mouth. I've been jumped. I beat people up. I done shot guns. I've been shot at. That don't define who I am, though. You understand what I'm saying? What defines me is what I'm doing now. And what I'm doing now is trying to correct the narrative and make people remember that we're all human. We all have culture we come from. You never went fishing with your parents, uncle, anybody on the weekend, your friends, nothing? Y'all never went to the mall and put together all your change and shit and hit the candy? Nah, everybody's just tough. That's what the city niggas portray. We ain't, and it's no disrespect to them. We just have a different culture here in Long Island, and that's what I'm here to do. Who the fuck is Ron Burgundy? The person that's going to give Long Island a voice and not just speak for Long Island and get up here and think like he know it all and he's been everywhere. You see what I'm saying? I lived in mad different parts of Long Island. I'm not just a one. I'm a Bayshore nigga, but I have a wine dance attitude because I ate their school lunch every summer. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was out there with my cousins and family during the summertime. It says I'm from Bayshore though. You see what I'm saying? Like I love my city. I love all of Long Island, homie. And I'm gonna start bringing up talent from different genres, with his rap, whether it's singing. I want everybody from Long Island to tap in with me so I can get y'all voices heard. So if the little bit of 2,000 followers that I have that is growing very well, thanks to everybody who's showing me love, they get to hear it. You see what I'm saying? And then if we all work together, we can take this shit farther. Like I said, it ain't just about me, man. It ain't just about me, but I'll be lying to say, hey, I ain't trying to get to the bag. Yeah, I'm trying to get to the bag, homie. But the difference between me and a lot of people is I know what I'm going to do with the bag. I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do with the bag. Y'all going to see. When y'all put me in position, as y'all doing now, you're going to see who Ron Burgundy is. And not who Gangsta Mills is. Not none of that shit, man. Who Ronnie Hendricks is. Who Grandma raised. You see what I'm saying? Like, not with the penitentiary raised. Not with the streets raised. Because, again, those things we adapted to. We were raised by our parents and grandmothers or whatever the case may be. We adapted to the streets. We adapted to the prison life. You see what I'm saying? Those lives and those situations are always going to be there before we came and after we go. We just got to hope we just steer our children away from it, because if you've been through what I've been through, you would never want the same fate for your children, and everybody has a story. So remember that, man. When they ask you who the F. Ron Burgundy is, it's not the voice of Long Island. He's the one letting the voices for Long Island be heard. Y'all hear it? You see how I stepped on our Smitty? Yeah, nobody. Yeah, nobody. But again, this is the doors that opens when the wrong individuals get the spotlight. We're not chasing clout. We don't want flowers. We don't want recognition. We don't want apology. This is for Long Island. Yes, this is for Long Island, homie. I want to bring the culture to the people, man, so they can reminisce about certain days. We have our own Puerto Rican Day Parade. We had our own Grief Fest. We have our own wine dance days and patchwork days and base. We have those things. There's those communities. I'm proud to say that I didn't have to step over piss when I was walking to school in my hallways. I'm proud to say I didn't have crackheads breaking into my house and my apartment and taking shit from me. You see what I'm saying? I'm proud to say that. You see what I'm saying? I'm proud to say, what? Come on, man. We had those type of things going on. It was crackheads in every hood, homie. They do what they do, but come on. We're not here to glorify that. Is that what you want the people to know about your city? Nah, I want them to know more. I want them to know about the Rock Hims and the other people that made it out of Long Island. You see what I'm saying? That still come to Long Island. See, the difference is we be walking through, I swear to God, I was talking to one of the members just right before I got on this. He was like, yo, a city nigga, they'll see a nigga from the city and pick it up. Long Island will see you niggas and just be like, I'm saying, we ain't. You see what I'm saying? That's the difference, homie. We calm, cool, and collected under all circumstances because you regular to us. You see what I'm saying? We got people in our hood we look up to, and we gonna start shining a light on them. Yeah, we gonna start giving them voices, homie. There's too many to name. And as they tap in, we gonna get deep into it. And we really gonna show, you know what I'm saying, how they live with their decisions today. We don't care about what they did and all that other stuff. We want to know how they was able to live with those decisions and make a conscious thinking enough not to make the same decisions again, and how they became successful, and how they got over addiction, how they got over poverty, how they got over gangbanging, how they got over hustling, whatever it is. We telling the real story from the real people, because if you're from Long Island and you're around my age, homie, there's so many people that own businesses. People got businesses, homie, trucking, they shovel removal, they got things going, homie. That's the shit we got a platform, homie. We got a platform the positive shit, because this is what our youth is tapped into. They're not listening to us no more. They're tapped into YouTube, TikTok, Facebook. You see what I'm saying? This is the platform we got to reach them. We got to adapt to the times. We got to get into them phones. We got to get in their face and let them know. Look, homie, that's bigger than that. Don't watch these niggas over here. And that goes for any place, not just for Long Island. I'm not a territorial person, but I love my city more than any place on the earth. And I'm living in Florida now. But I always go to my city. You see what I'm saying? This is where I'm from. But hey, sometimes you gotta get out in order to just look back in and to see what's so great about it. Because when you're from there, it's naturally normal, man, to know that, to wake up in the morning and go get a bacon, egg, and cheese that's going to hit the spot, homie. It's crazy. I'm in Florida. We can't get a bacon, egg, and cheese. I can't get real pizza. I can't get real Chinese food, homie. See what I'm saying? That's why I'm losing weight. For real, man. But yeah, y'all know who it is, man. Y'all make sure the like button, subscribe, and share. And again, I appreciate everybody. Keep the comments coming. Let me know what you want to talk on. Let me know who you want to hear about from Long Island, good or bad. We'll get them up here. We'll have an interview. We'll do what we do. But I tell you this, anybody we have up here, we're going to support what they're doing. You see what I'm saying? Y'all know what it is. It's Ron Burgundy, man. We out of here, man. Y'all make sure y'all tune in. We're going to get it going, though. I promise you, man. Long Island, we here.
I done ran the streets, been in